We're switching over. Are we muted? What were you going to say?
No.
No, what were you going to say?
No, I was seeing if my sound was muted.
That is a request I often get.
That's rude. Okay. So are we on? Are they watching us now?
Yeah, that's what I mean when the mic's
Hey,
are
everybody.
hot.
So I guess we should give a little heads up about this episode. So we have a special segment with a very special guest, the Nutcracker, Beau Hutchings, where we're going to talk about some books. That's pre-recorded. So if you want to find that, you just got to go to soundcloud.com/allthebooks or anywhere you find your podcast, look for episode 175, and you'll be able to hear the whole segment.
Yeah, that's next week.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. That's going to air on Christmas Eve. So
on ABC.
Nope, just on the regular podcast.
Freeform?
So we're gonna first of all we're gonna pretend like it's Christmas Eve when we're doing the actual podcast. We're gonna lead up to the segment with Beau, and then we're just gonna chat about it briefly. And the full segment will again only be on the podcast.
Yeah.
So join us for a little make believe,
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah, we charge you for the we give away the popcorn for free.
Yeah.
We charge you for the lemonade. Yeah.
I've never heard that as an expression, but yeah.
Yeah.
175.
Roller
That's
coaster
a
ticket.
milestone.
Yeah.
Right? That's a pretty good
Yeah.
deal.
It is. Yeah. Normally we would have.
Can you see my Christmas tree? Do you like
Yeah,
it?
I can see it.
Okay. What about
It's a little washed out.
Uhura's kind of blending in here. Do you see a little?
Yeah.
I read an Uhura-centric book, everyone, but we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
I'm ready to podcast if you
All
are.
right. Yeah, I'm ready.
Take it away.
Okay. Welcome to episode 175 of the All the.
Woo!
Wow.
175.
Yeah. Of the All the.
Milestone, everyone. Milestone.
This is a milestone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
175 Still Alive.
Yeah.
By
Amen.
Janet Ivanovich.
Janet Ivanovich.
So.
No, it already has more content than a Janet Ivanovich title.
Yikes.
Sorry.
20 seconds
Sorry,
in.
everyone.
We just lost everyone.
Sorry, everyone.
So.
Well, today is an exciting episode because it is our 175th.
Yeah.
And we're celebrating with a special guest. For a return visit, we have Beau Hutchings, seen here a couple weeks ago at the library as the Nutcracker Prince for the second year in a row. So while he was in town, we sat down and discussed some Christmas fiction, which, as you know, I'm a connoisseur of Christmas fiction. So I took Eric and Beau along for a sweet holiday journey.
Ooh.
And I don't want to give any spoilers, but let's just say
Pain
we
was
had
caused.
mixed results. So that's coming up a little bit later.
For new listeners, we talk about book news, author news, and literary news.
That's
and also, I'm Eric Mickles.
And I'm Nic Gunning.
Yeah.
And you can find us on soundcloud.com/allthebooks. And you can always rate and review on iTunes, which is a good idea.
Yeah.
You can talk to us Twitter at All the Book Show. We always love to hear from you. We're going to be asking your thoughts on Leanne Moriarty because that podcast is coming up in just a few weeks.
We also tend to stream over on Twitch under the All the Book Show, but that also means the videos later go up on our YouTube page.
Yeah.
So you can find the shows on YouTube.
Basically, you can't escape.
Yeah.
And all 175 episodes are there. All our many past Christmas
On what?
gems. SoundCloud.com.
Yes, on SoundCloud. Yes, not on YouTube.
No,
Somebody
some
got
of them
a
are.
bit hot,
You
but
did.
behind.
You got behind.
No, I said some of us.
Oh, right. I'm just as equally to blame. All right, well, we're going to start by taking a look at the old bookmarks, seeing what we've been reading, where we are, where our journey begins.
Ooh.
So let me...
Also,
let me
happy
tell you.
Christmas Eve.
Happy Christmas Eve, everyone. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like both December has been the longest month of my life, and also I can't believe that Christmas is already here.
2018 has been very long.
Amen.
So-
Amen, brother.
Yeah, you excited for 2019?
I guess.
Oh,
Unless it's just more of the same, then no.
maybe not.
Yeah.
Well,
you're
what
right.
the Avengers are ending as we know it.
Yeah. It's true. That's it.
yeah.
That's how you
No,
gauge your life. Okay.
no Jurassic Park movie coming out.
That's sad.
So, but no, I actually don't have any. Oh no! As I've been falling asleep lately, I've been dreaming of T-Rexes charging at me.
That's great.
It's pretty exciting.
I'm glad you're keeping the dream alive.
Okay.
All right, here's what I've been reading since our last episode. I finished Man of Steel, the new Superman collection
Buckle
by
up.
Brian Michael Bendis. Brian Michael Bendis, a very, very well-known comic book author.
Yeah.
Some people like him, some people don't. Eric tends to not like him. I was very excited to read this Superman run. I thought it was just not great. It just wasn't much to write home about. I sort of thought with the hype and the lead up, I thought it was kind of poised to be like, this is the next great Superman story. And it really just felt like a retread from the 90s.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
Bendis
tired.
is
I'm
a
tired
weird
of
choice.
Krypton.
Yeah.
It wasn't very good, and I'm very disappointed about that because it's rough out there for a Superman fan right now. So my super bros and ladies, it's a rough time. Yeah. So I feel you. I feel your pain.
Yeah.
I read that. Didn't like it.
But when they announced, like, I think we both kind of agreed it was a weird choice for Bendis.
It's weird, but because it's so off the wall, I kind of thought, well, maybe it'll work.
Well, he's just so used to, like, his best stuff is like with these like these lower scaled heroes, like street level heroes, and he's very conversational with his dialogue, and it just feels like, I don't know, like if you were telling me Bendis is just doing a Daily Planet centric Superman story, that would make sense.
That does make sense.
Hard hitting, like Lois Lane on the streets, and then some fun at the.
I'm a little tired of the Superman with so many attachments too. Like you've got the son, they're married, we've got like it's just
somebody's projecting right there.
No, it's just. I don't know. It just doesn't feel that fun.
Yeah. So, well, you know what, man? Sometimes you get life, and life means more responsibilities. But what you get is you get fun through the responsibilities. Yes. You get a sense of satisfaction you don't just get from a party lifestyle. Wow. You know, Lamborghinis are nice, but you got a son.
I think I've learned a lot. And so is Superman for them. The book looks good. I can say that. It's got good
Who's
art.
the artist?
There's several. Okay. Jim Lee does some. There's a lot of different ones in there, though. I finished Living Faith by former President Mr. Jimmy Carter. This was pretty good. I've been sort of reading this on and off over the last couple months or so. It's basically like it's a biography, but it's kind of like a spiritual biography. You know, like how his faith has affected his decisions and that sort of thing. So it's an interesting read. I learned a lot about Jimmy Carter that I didn't know. Yeah. So another book that I finished, The Christmas Jars, says that somebody makes the comment, "You're nuttier than Jimmy Carter's pantry," and I thought, like, first of all, that's not a good joke, right? And second, if it is, it's like 40 years out of date. Yeah. I mean, I got it. Yeah. I don't think the average Joe would get. Yeah. Jimmy Carter was a peanut farmer, everyone, so his pantry would be
full of peanuts.
Nutty.
Yeah, nutty. Sure.
So that was probably the last this year, the last of my Christmas books. That was Christmas Jars by Jason Wright. And this was a crazy book. I mean, I guess it's more like a novella, but it feels like it's a treatment for a book that's 3 times as long because you're just like, there's an abandoned baby, a woman finds her, now she's grown up, now the adopted mother's dead, now she's moving on. It's just like boom, 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 boom. There's very little character development. It feels like it all takes place in the same 15 minutes. But the characters, when you step back and look at it, have gone through this huge emotional journey. It's just, it didn't work. It didn't work as a book.
Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah. You've had a rough Christmas read.
I know. Well, we'll go over that later. It's been a mixed bag. That's true. I also finished Disinherited. This is written by a Star Trek book. It's Uhura-centric. Yay. So if you're watching the video, I got out my Uhura pop figure to demonstrate it.
Fan dance is less entertaining in book form.
You're right. It is.
And then she raised the fan up, and then down.
This is for a Star Trek book club that some buddies and I do. And it was a pretty good read. It's written by Peter David, Michael Jan Friedman, and Robert Greenberger. So I don't know why it took 3 authors to write this book, but apparently it did. I liked it. I thought it was fine. It wasn't like I wouldn't put it on a top 10 list of Star Trek books or anything, but I wouldn't put it on a bottom 10. So I hope that's helpful to you in your lives. Yeah. That's it for what I've been reading. I am currently reading What Alice Forgot by Leanne Moriarty. We're starting a Leanne Moriarty book club in January, the Endless Winter Book Club. And the first selection is What Alice Forgot. So I'm reading that now. In a couple of weeks, we're going to be doing a Leanne Moriarty-centric podcast. So we'd love some input on that. So if you're a Leanne Moriarty fan, if you've read her books, if you've seen the adapted miniseries, anything like that, send us your thoughts. You can find us on Facebook at David A. Howe Public Library, or as I mentioned, Twitter at All the Book Show.
Was it her keys?
Yes, actually. You solved it.
Nick gets a lot of phone calls from me saying, "Hey, I locked myself out. I forgot my keys in the house."
Sometimes you walk 15 miles because you did that. That's it for me. That's it for me. Yeah, I've got a stack of things I want to get to.
How's that?
I'm sure tomorrow I will add to that stack.
How's that Teddy Roosevelt book?
Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's still in the background. That's very long. So that's been, I'm kind of going back, listening to a little segment, reading a little segment, getting back to it once I got. That is Mornings on Horseback by David McCullough.
He wasn't a peanut farmer, right?
He was not a peanut farmer. His pantry was probably nutty, though, because he was an eccentric guy. Yeah. So
full of bears?
Yeah,
he was the one that killed all the bears, right?
I mean, I think he left a few alive, but...
And so then we named him after teddy bears. Yeah. Because he killed so many.
Yeah, I think you got it.
So,
I think you figured it out.
Hey, guys, I'm James Ivory Garfunkel.
That's weird.
I've killed a lot of elephants.
Elephants. Yeah. Okay, I got it now.
Rhinos too.
Yeah.
Bet you didn't know. Silverback gorillas full of ivory.
Wow, I didn't know that. What about you? What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? I've been up to some stuff that's going to make you as jelly as Grape Ape's fridge.
Okay, I'm ready.
Because Grape Ape would have lots of grape jelly.
That's about as relevant as that Jimmy Carter joke.
Okay. No, nothing's going to make you jealous.
Oh, okay.
I started reading Legion, The Many Lives of Stephen Leeds. I skipped the first one because I had listened to it.
Sanderson.
By Brandon Sanderson.
Yep.
So I had already read Legion, or I listened to it on audio, and that was really good. That was like 2 hours. So I started a book 2, and so far so good.
Okay.
I like it. So it's weird. The character has multiple personalities, but what it really is that he sees other people who aren't there, but those people represent things he remembers.
Okay.
So he absorbs information, and the people act as personified specialists, parts of his brain.
Ooh.
So he'll remember historical facts. So he has a historian who will tell him. So it's the way his brain is like compartmentalized with these facts. So, but they're also different personalities.
Okay.
So he's trained in combat, but he can't. But he has a personality that takes over to do that. So anyway, it's interesting. And I also finally checked out Wonder and Refugee.
Oh yeah, for the book
so
club.
I have to read those. Yeah,
cool.
Brought them over.
All right.
I didn't read any comics. I had a comic thing, but I did see a movie.
Oh, okay.
That will make you jelly.
Let me hear.
I saw Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh my gosh.
What?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I need to watch it. This is a lot of things out right now I want to see.
Yeah, you want to see Bumblebee?
I want to see Bumblebee. I want to see Aquaman. I want to see Spider-Verse. I want to see Welcome to Marwen, Steve Carell one.
Oh, well.
And I want to see, what's the YA one? Mortal Engines?
Mortal Engines?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Mortal Engines.
Huh?
Yeah. A lot of good stuff going on. But anyway, Into the Spider-Verse. Let me have it.
So Into the Spider-Verse is the animated one, rated PG, but I would say it's a slightly tougher PG.
Yeah.
Somebody does get shot and killed.
Wow.
On screen. There is a there's a death that could traumatize some children near the beginning.
Okay.
And the action.
That's good to know because I was actually kind of debating.
The action doesn't really pull any punches either. Oh. So I mean, there's some scary villains in this.
So why is it? You think they just wanted it to be PG? I mean, were they going for a PG?
I mean, I guess it's like it's no like different level wise as like Incredibles 2, but this is better than Incredibles 2.
Okay. Hey, is your LAN cable still plugged in? The connection's getting kind of spotty here. What? Your LAN cable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry.
What you do? So, anyways, this takes place in a different reality where Miles Morales is just a regular kid. He gets bit by a spider.
Right.
Like Spider-Man.
I've heard of that.
But then other spider people start entering his universe.
That's cool.
He gets a schlubby, past his prime, Peter Parker. There's a Spider-Gwen. There's some other characters. Nick Cage voices one of them and is very funny. But
yeah, that occurred to me that Nick Cage has now played Superman and Spider-Man in the same calendar year.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
all
done
voice
it at
acting,
all,
yeah.
but
all in PG animated films.
Yeah, but still.
But the movie's very good. It's very funny, but it's also very exciting and has a lot of good action and great character moments.
I'm excited to see it.
It's kind of like how Lego Batman is kind of like a celebration of Spider-Man in the same way Lego Batman was for Batman, except Into the Spider-Verse is probably more earnest.
Okay.
Since it's not a Lego movie.
Right.
And it's not a straight up comedy. But Miles Morales in it is very likable and he's very cool.
Nice. Does Donald Glover do any voices in it?
No, but there's a quick little. You got to keep your eyes open for some references.
Okay.
There's one that's layers. I had to explain it to my wife.
I see. Okay.
I'm too old and set in my. I'm not old, but I'm too old and set in my ways to probably say.
You're a little old.
That Spider-Man 2 isn't my favorite Spider-Man film. It's probably going to be. I can't say Spider-Man 2 isn't my favorite.
Okay.
And I can't say really anything bad about the first two Sam Raimi films.
Yeah.
But I probably have to admit that Into the Spider-Verse might be the best Spider-Man movie.
Wow.
Yeah. You and I are on different levels with Homecoming.
Yes.
Because I liked it and you loved it.
I did love
it.
But
Into the Spider-Verse did a lot more for me than...
That's cool.
And mainly because it does
what
a lot...
about Venom?
Is this better than Venom? Yeah.
Is it better than Venom?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's it has a moment where the music's swelling and big things are happening And like it's one of those moments where you want to stand up and go like, yeah, let's do this, all of us. So, you have to stay for the end credits. It's so good. The end credit scene and the Stan Lee one almost made my wife cry.
Well, sure.
So it's because it's good, but it's the first one since Stan Lee passed away.
Yeah.
And it's like specifically touching because of what he says and everything with the fact that he's gone now.
Right, yeah.
So it has a pretty good, but yes, highly recommend. So anyway.
Great.
I saw some really bad previews on it.
I
saw an Artemis Fowl preview during that. Artemis Fowl.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Kenneth Branagh is making the movie.
Weird.
The kid looks very young, so I don't think it's going to be something I want to go see. Okay. But it kept the books upstairs. I almost sent them down to the stacks, but with that movie coming out.
Yeah, good thinking.
So,
might be worth getting some book cover or movie cover versions as well. Those are always popular.
Yeah.
But that's shop talk.
Yeah.
Okay, so you saw Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Anything else new? Starting any new games? Anything like that?
I just played a bunch of like really short stuff. Transistor, which was very good, and Fez, which is very good. So, I don't know. I'm traveling soon, so it ain't going to be no game. So I'm going to do a lot more reading. I'm probably going to read the last Witcher book over Christmas and just have it all done.
Yeah.
And if I finish it, that will have been like just a year.
Yeah. Oh, well, now you have to.
Yeah.
Now you have to.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the year of the Witcher.
That's I guess that's quite an accomplishment.
Season of the Witcher. Did you already say that?
Probably.
I think you said it off mic.
Another great Nicolas Cage movie, though, Season of the Witch.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's take a look at some advance notices. So now we're moving into our book news segment, everyone. And boy, do I have a couple of doozies for you this time around. So we're starting with some advance notices.
Okay.
These are books that are going to come to you in March. So you're going to, if these really wet your whistle for a good read, you're going to have to find something else in between now and then because you got till March. Let me ask you this before I do this, though.
Okay.
Did you buy a lot of books as presents this year? I did, to answer my own question.
I don't think so.
Really? Did you buy me a book?
I bought a few. Did I buy you a book? I don't know. I can't tell you. You haven't opened your present yet.
All right.
So.
Well, I bought a lot of books,
and
I am anticipating getting a lot of books for Christmas as well. So my Goodreads to read list is going to be like, Anyway, coming to you in March in large print, we have book number 5 in the Black Dog Bay series, In Dog We Trust.
Look at those little golden retrievers in a basket.
I know.
Oh my gosh, that's what happened to me at Into the Spider-Verse. There was a commercial for a really bad looking dog movie.
I can't.
But I might have started choking up during the preview. So I'm like, geez.
All
right, so maybe I am getting old.
Stay away from that movie.
All right.
Yes, this is written by Beth Kendrick.
Yeah.
The cover says it all. You got 3 golden retriever puppies in a basket, and they got a blue ribbon.
Yeah, nice. Good job, puppies.
When everything has gone to the dogs.
Oh, nice.
When Jocelyn Hillier is named legal guardian of the late Mr. Allardyce's pack of pedigreed Labrador retrievers.
Oh, pedigree. Snobby.
And Labrador retrievers. Yeah. Not golden. Her world is flipped upside down, like Fresh Prince. She spent her entire life toiling in the tourism industry in Black Dog Bay and never expected to be living in the pampered life of a seasonal resident in an oceanside mansion complete with a generous stipend. But her new role isn't without its challenges. The dogs, although lovable, are more high maintenance than any Hollywood diva. The man she wants to marry breaks her heart, and she's confronted at every turn by her late benefactor's estranged son, Liam, who thinks he's entitled to the inheritance left to the dogs. I'm going to stop right there and say that this is a plot to the Disney film The Aristocats.
Did the cats get an inheritance?
Yeah, the cats get the inheritance.
Oh.
And the butler's trying to...
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
So.
I wouldn't say Aristocats is
great.
Top tier Disney.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oliver and Company is a stronger film.
I agree.
So.
I agree. A young Joey Lawrence.
Yeah?
Yeah.
As who? Oliver.
Oliver,
right.
Yeah. But you got Billy Joel, you got Bette Midler, you got Cheech Marin. I mean, good cast.
Yeah, you can write your own check there.
It's a good cast, but I digress. In Dog We Trust by Beth Kendrick, coming out in large print in March.
Cool.
Next, from Harlan Coben, we have Runaway by Harlan Coben. A perfect family is shattered in Runaway, the new thriller from the master of domestic suspense, Harlan Coben.
Oh.
You've lost your daughter. She's addicted to drugs and to an abusive boyfriend, and she's made it clear that she doesn't want to be found. Then, by chance, you see her playing guitar in Central Park, but she's not the girl you remember. This woman is living on the edge, frightened and clearly in trouble. You don't stop to think. You approach her, beg her to come home. She runs. And you do the only thing a parent can do. You follow her into a dark and dangerous world you never knew existed. Before you know it, both your family and your life are on the line. And in order to protect your daughter from the evils of that world, you must face them head on.
Yeah. It's the only thing I could do.
Sounds intense. I read a couple Harlan Coben books. I'm not a fan of the Balatar series. He's got Mickey Balatar and Myron Balatar. One's an adult series, one's a YA series.
Yeah, his story arc in Battlestar Galactica doesn't really get a payoff.
He's a sports agent who like solves mysteries. I don't enjoy it.
So instead of show me the money, he says show me the murder.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got it. But I did like, I read a standalone of his called, I think, Miracle Cure, I believe it was, which I loved, which I thought was great. Yeah, Miracle Cure. Very good. I highly recommend that book. And Runaway Again is coming out in March. So Harlan Coben fans, try Miracle Cure for now.
Run away, run away.
This last one, it just cracks me up. It cracks me up. This is by Catherine Coulter and J.T. Ellison. And the series is just called A Brit in the FBI.
Right.
It's book
yeah,
number
that
6
makes us laugh.
in the A Brit in the FBI series.
Yep.
I just love it.
Yeah.
It seems like they're like, so Catherine, JT, we need a new series, we need a character, and they like are not prepared. And so one of them's just like FBI. Yeah, okay, but we need a little a Brit in the FBI.
Yeah.
In fact, that's the name of the series.
Yeah.
There's been 6 of these, so I guess I should stop making fun of it. I guess it's working.
Yeah.
From New York Times best-selling authors Catherine Coulter and J.T. Ellison comes a riveting thriller pitting special agents Nicholas Drummond and Michaela Caine against a private French space agency that has the power to end the world as we know it.
Does the FBI have jurisdiction in space?
I don't know. I think that's the Space Force, but I'm not sure. That is coming out in March. And, space.
Okay. Space.
All right. Let's take a look at the old New York Times bestseller list. What do you want to do today? You want to do
young adult?
Young adult?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Let's see. Let me get this.
Let me hear what we
open.
got. The young adult list notoriously doesn't move very much.
No,
so I'm curious. It's been a while since we've checked in. But
if people find out you're not reading Turtles All the Way Down, you get beat up in the halls.
Seriously.
What up, nerd? You haven't read Turtles All the Way
I'm just
Down?
going to say right now, Turtles All the Way Down and Hate You Give still on the list.
Still on the list. All right. Well, let's see.
Yeah. What do you say?
Number 10, What If It's Us by Becky Albertelli and Adam Silvera. Oh, I'm just going to lie down. I'm just going to go.
Sorry, man. Keep your head up.
Arthur and Ben meet cute at the post office, but what will become of them? Will they get their stamps?
I'm not sure. Yeah.
All right, so that's at number 10. Sorry, I lost the list again. And that's the hardcover fiction, so that doesn't count. I mean, I guess some of these YA ones are hardcover.
Yes.
Neither here nor there. Number 9, Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Negan. And, it's a Jimmy Patterson Presents.
Yeah, Jimmy P.
Yeah, Jimmy P. Presents. Lee is forced to be a concubine for the king of the Hidden Palace. Oh, yeah, we talked about this.
Yeah, we did, because I was equally surprised this time when you said concubine.
Yeah, they just come right up surprises us. Yeah. All right, so this one, 5 Feet Apart by Rachel Lippincott with Mike Doughty and Tobias Iconis. 5 Feet Apart. Stella and Will are in love, but they can't get within 5 feet of each other. My wife and I saw a preview for this movie that's coming out.
There's a movie based on this?
Yes.
Oh.
What movie would we have seen? It wasn't Spider-Man. Huh. Well, anyways, they're sick, and I can't remember what they have, but they can't be around each other who have it.
Oh.
So
similar thing happened to Clark and Lana on the WB series Smallville.
All right.
That's all.
Oh, I think it was at Fantastic Beasts we saw this trailer.
Oh.
So yes, it's what's the Cole kid from your show Riverdale?
Cole Sprouse?
Cole Sprouse is in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's like, they can only be 5 feet apart, so they're like always lingering, but they're like, they got a measuring tape out and glances.
That sounds fun.
Number 7, Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. Asa and Daisy investigate a mystery with a reward of $100,000.
What?
Yeah, I'd investigate that mystery too.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Pay off my college loans. Number 6, Children of Blood and Bone by Tommy Adeyemi. Oh boy,
it's okay, man. You can do it.
Tommy Adeyemi.
Power through it.
Zali fights to restore magic of the land of Orisha. So that's at number 6. Brandon Sanderson is at number 5. Skyward. A young girl wants to become a fighter pilot, but will her father's reputation stand in her way? I read Brandon Sanderson's like State of Sanderson, where he talks about the stuff he's working on for 2019 and everything, and he's working on the sequel. It's done. It should be out in October next year.
That's exciting.
So if you like Skyward, next one's a-coming. Number 4, Bridge of Clay by Marcus Zusak. Zusak? That
sounds right.
The family saga of the Dunbar brothers. Yeah. Number 3. I can't believe how long this one has stayed here. One of Us is Lying.
Yeah.
I said lion.
We've been making that joke for a long time.
One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus.
Wait, hold on.
Uh-huh.
Are you lying
that this isn't?
And that one is not on the list anymore.
I don't know. One of Us is lying, that's for sure.
If you're not, then I'm lying.
Yeah. For 5 students, a detour into detention ends in murder.
Right.
68 weeks on the list.
Pretty good.
So.
Pretty good.
And James Patterson's name is nowhere to be found.
That's weird.
All right. So number 2 is Dear Evan Hansen, the novel by Val Emmerich with Steve Levinson, Benj Pasek, and Justin Paul. When one of Evan's letters to himself is accidentally found on a suicide victim, the victim's family assumes that he was a close friend. This is a popular stage show that just went on tour like around the same time this book came out. So, and then surprising no one, especially Nick, number 1 is The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. So we had a lot of people enter for the raffle for this Dear Martin. So that was good. The movie came out in October, so I guess we still have like another month before it's on DVD.
I thought the movie was going to be a thing too, but it sort of...
It's yes, it has been less popular than the...
Yeah.
Do yourself a favor. If you want to respect humanity, do not read the Rotten Tomato user reviews.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I did that. I'm like, nope.
I could pass on that.
And then... Yeah, that's it. That was number 1. I'm staring like, what's happening?
Okay.
Yeah, my brain shut down a little bit there.
That's all right. It's main segment time, man. Let's start talking Christmas. Now, as everybody knows, and as I've mentioned many times for the last several weeks, Christmas books are my jam. I always enjoy a good Christmas book.
Yeah.
And this year has been an exceptionally fun Christmas in regards to Christmas books because we've got to interview 2 of my favorite Christmas authors. So if you happen to miss those episodes, folks, go back to episode 172, hear our chat with Greg Kincaid, author of A Dog Named Christmas, Christmas with Tucker. The latest one is Noel. And then just last episode 174, we had a nice chat with Donna Van Leer, author of Christmas Shoes and many others. So good times. Here are the Christmas books, and I'm not counting the legions of children's books that I've read to my son that are Christmas books. Here are the
though I do want to call you out. You gave 5 stars to Harold's Purple Crayon Christmas book?
Yeah, you don't like Harold and the Purple Crayon.
I love Harold and the Purple Crayon. That Christmas one drove me insane.
I like those.
I read that to your son, and I'm like,
my son really likes anything by that author. He really likes the Carrot Seed. He likes all the Harold books. I thought it was good.
Okay. Weird.
Anyway.
He's like, yep, he drew a Christmas tree. Yep, he drew some presents.
Yeah.
Yep. Harold knows what Christmas looks like.
All right.
Okay.
So here are the books that I read this year. They are as follows. Santa Claude by Rita Mae Brown and Sneaky Pie Brown.
But he can't talk about that.
We will be talking about in just a minute. Noel by Greg Kincaid. Again, episode 172. Check it out. Sometimes I Lie by Alice Feeney.
I didn't realize this was a Christmas book.
Yeah, this one it's a thriller. I reviewed this a few weeks back. It's a thriller in the vein of the the woman in Cabin 10.
That's a Christmas
What's
book.
the other one?
I don't know.
I can't think.
West
The Girl in the Train.
Gone Girl?
That sort of thing. Yeah, it's that kind of thing. It takes place on Christmas. It's all kind of around Christmas. People like being together at Christmas. That said, it is not a Christmassy book.
Okay.
So it's like Die Hard in that sense.
Oh.
You've got Christmas as a backdrop, but it's not particularly Christmassy. So don't read that to get in the Christmas mood. Mr. Dickens and His Carol by Samantha Silva. Now, we featured this one last year
You said Danielle. Or Daniel, but this is Samantha.
Did I say Daniel?
I think you did.
I don't think
maybe if we listen back, you didn't. I heard it.
Samantha Silva.
Yeah.
We featured this one last year in our best modern Christmas books, and we read this one for a book club this year with the Contemporary Classics Book Club. The book club really enjoyed it. It didn't really do a ton for me. You know, Dickens is kind of a surly character, and it wasn't that it was bad. It just didn't really do much for me, and was very not Christmassy because Dickens was pretty unpleasant throughout the whole thing.
Right.
It was relatively quick read, so do with that what you will.
Okay.
And Christmas Jars by Jason Wright, which, again, weird.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to give it to Noel by Greg Kincaid.
Who's the winner?
The best Christmas book that I read this year. I very much enjoyed that. It's kind of a capstone on that whole series. But I think you could read it alone if you wanted to just pick it up and read it. You should be fine.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I've been reading. Now, I like to share things with my friends.
Yeah, you do.
So I pulled in Eric and my old friend Beau. Beau and I have been friends since we were teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
And we all read some books. So let's roll that.
Okay.
All right. So yes. So those of you watching the video, you'll notice that Beau is not here.
Yeah.
So you have to find that on the
actual
the stream,
podcast
on iTunes, SoundCloud.com/allthebooks, wherever you get your podcast. And I had a great time recording that. It was a really fun conversation. So I think you should listen to it.
I read Christmas Cake Murders.
Eric read Christmas Cake Murders by Joanne Fluke. And Eric, just give us a quick.
It was rough. It was rough stuff. And no, it was just bad. It wasn't really a story at all. Yeah. It was terrible. I mean, I read some of it, and it's amateurish. It has to be ghostwritten by a child.
Wow.
So.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got mad at me for taking on Janet Ivanovich.
Yeah.
So basically that.
Yeah, Joanne Fluke probably don't want to be on our episode.
The Hannah Swenson series is it's a cozy mystery series. It's always food based. There's always recipes and that sort of thing.
Yep.
At this point, it's been going on for a very long time.
I read the prequel.
And this, was essentially a prequel.
I read Book Zero.
Which basically has no mystery.
The murder takes place like 50 years in the past or something.
And you're just people are just talking about how they like the food and stuff.
Yeah.
And you hated it.
Oh, boy, did I.
But he read it cover to cover, folks, for you. So I hope you're pleased with that.
Yep. It's amazing what you can do waiting for your tires to be switched over for 3 hours.
You're right. Beau read Snow Way Out.
Which turns out to be a Halloween book.
Not a Christmas book at all.
It's called Snow Way Out.
The old switcheroo.
About snow globes.
Yeah.
Takes place on Halloween.
Set on Halloween, yeah. And if you're seeing the cover for this, you got the cover up there?
Yeah.
I mean, it looks very Christmassy.
Yep.
Snow is in the title.
Yep.
So basically, Beau wasn't a fan of this. This is book 1 in a trilogy, I think, of the Snow Globe Shop mystery.
Yeah.
He was not intending to read anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think he hated it.
Yeah.
I think it sounds like maybe his was the best of the 3.
It sounds like his was the most interesting.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of stuff, like when you hear him describe the plot and like what's going on and twists and things that happened, it was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But he wasn't a fan.
No.
So mine was Santa Claus, and I think we decided that Beau's was the best overall.
But yours was the best Christmas book.
Mine sounds the best as well.
That's
as
true,
you recall,
yeah.
The plot.
Yours is, complicated.
So the plot involves a group of monks who set up a hospice home for people who have AIDS in a small town, and a lot of people in the small town
don't like that.
Don't want it. Don't want that there. And then monks start getting killed. And
also there's a bunch of talking animals that help solve the mystery.
Yes, and that's really it was Christmassy. It was Christmassy. There are a lot of scenes that are just long scenes. Don't think that I mean 3 or 4. Yeah.
If you thought Rent needed more Homeward Bound in it, there you go.
Pretty much. It is very long scenes of animals talking just like humans.
Yep.
There's no.
Yeah.
It's just animals talking like humans, and then like advancing the plot and like solving mysteries and like providing medical attention. So not for me. It wasn't good. Nobody in the book club liked it. But I mean, it's written by a cat, or at least co-written by a cat. So I guess it's probably better than my cat could write. But he's never put pen to paper, so I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
I think he might do a better job.
Fry's one of those perpetual like self-doubters.
Yeah, he is.
He just will not reach his full potential.
You're right.
Because he's just so comfortable.
Do you have a picture of my cat Fry to throw up there? Okay. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. So all in all, I would say this was not a great read for any of us.
No. But it's a fun book club.
I am optimistic about next year.
Yeah.
But I do encourage you to go and find the episode and listen to it, because we had a great time talking about this, and it was I don't know, it was like very serious. I feel like we were all treating these books very seriously, like discussing their merits and stuff.
Yeah.
So we had a good time doing it.
If you have to read War and Peace or The Christmas Cake Murder.
Yeah.
take a walk.
I guess it depends. Yeah, what you're looking for.
All
anyway, you know where to find the episode.
Yeah.
I hope you go and listen to the segment.
All right, so now we're gonna get back to the episode.
Let's do it. Woo!
That was fun.
A Christmas stinker was had by
all. Whoa. Yeah. Rotten eggnog.
You're right.
Yeah, how many poop-related Christmas jokes can we make?
Yeah. Well, like I said, I did read a couple of good Christmas books, so it wasn't all hanging on the thin neck of Sneaky Pie Brown for me. But I know it did not leave a good taste for Christmas books in your mouth. And Beau's was a Halloween book, so all bets are off. I don't know. I mean, end of the year, we don't really have a lot of library news here. That's usually when we share library news at this segment. So I will just tell you that the book club is currently reading What Alice Forgot by Leanne Moriarty. We're going to discuss that mid-January, so you can stop in and check out a copy.
We're showing the movie Axel January 11th as our first after-school movie of 2019. Axel, if you saw any of the previews, is a military robot dog that is found by a teenage boy, and it's just a boy and his dog story, except also the dog can turn into like a skateboard launcher.
Pretty good.
Also, they gotta go on the run because the government's like, that's our robot dog. And he's like, no, we gotta get him to this robot sanctuary or something. I don't know.
Well, it sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, if you liked monster trucks.
We've got our first concert of the year, Eloise and Company, is going to be on January 10th at 7 o'clock in the
Wait
auditorium.
a second. Oliver and Company is about a cat in his company. My cat's name is Eloise.
Yes.
Is Eloise about to have a Disney-like adventure?
Maybe.
All right.
I don't know. And then our first senior movie of the year is on January 22nd at 2 o'clock, and we're showing More American Graffiti. And that's pretty much it for library news. I mean, of course, we're going to be open, so please stop in, check out books, check out audiobooks, check out DVDs.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're aware, but we have a great DVD collection curated by this guy over here. DVDs, CDs, audiobooks, video games,
we got some.
books, book books.
Jeez.
So, good times.
Books.
All right, thanks for tuning in. Next week, we're going to come back with the end-of-year wrap, talk about all of our favorites from the past year. And after that, it's Leanne Moriarty.
Nick really meant we are both coming with an individual rap that we have written with
I think they
with
understood.
a beat.
I think they understood that I meant
about the end of the year.
Rap. So
the year started in the winter and ended in the winter. No, that's just bad. Sorry. I'm not going to. It won't sound like that.
Okay.
Shopping.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Oh, we've got some questions on the stream here. Your favorite go-to Christmas movies? Well, I'll answer this question. I love A Christmas Carol, so most versions of The Christmas Carol I enjoy. Every year I always watch the Alistair Sim version. Just watched it last night. I like all the Muppet Christmas movies, so Muppet Christmas Carol is a must, but Muppet Letters to Santa, which we're showing here, Muppet Family Christmas from when I was a kid. I love all those. I like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That's not an annual one for me, but it's one I really enjoy. What about you?
I just bought A Christmas Story on Blu-ray because I didn't own a physical copy because you could always just watch it on TV during the 24-hour marathons. But I don't have cable, so if I'm going to watch it for 24 hours, I just got to put my Blu-ray player on loop. So that's really the only one that, like, if I don't watch it at Christmas, it's like, oh, crap, I missed it. Muppet Christmas Carol is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And I like Batman Returns.
Yes. Yeah. So. Good call. You know what? I do think that you should check out Christmas Story 2 sometime.
Yeah, I've been told that.
I understand that it's totally different, but it is. I think it's a worthy successor.
Movies I watch because I'm married now.
Yes.
Are Elf.
Yeah. I could take or leave
The Holiday.
I really like it.
With Jack Black and Kate Winslet and
Queen Latifah.
No. I don't know.
Oh, that's the last holiday. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah. Kate Blanchett and Cameron Diaz switch houses.
Okay, you're right. Yep.
And what else do I watch? Because the
George C.
Scott version of Christmas Carol,
which I've never seen.
It's pretty good, but I mean, I feel like you only need to watch one Christmas Carol a year, so I end up watching two because I like Muppets.
Right. The Santa Claus of Tim Allen. I haven't seen that in a long time.
I end up watching that one too. My wife likes that.
Let's see. Oh yeah. Christmas Story 2 is pretty good. It's set when Ralphie is like a teenager.
Yeah.
It still has the whole vintage or retro vibe. Daniel Stern from like the Home Alone movies plays the old man. It's good. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I always like Riff Tracks or Mystery Science Theater. I've got a couple good ones of those.
Santa Claus
might try to watch one of those.
Is an old Mystery Science Theater one that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
So
Santa Claus Conquers the Martians as
I haven't seen that one yet. Yeah.
Remember Santa Claus and the Ice Cream Bunny?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Like that was terrible.
That's like a fever.
Yeah,
That's
that was demonic.
Yep.
Yeah. And then
favorite Christmas album or favorite Christmas song?
Christmas song?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't start being Christmas for me until I hear All I Want for Christmas by Mariah Carey.
Absolutely.
And is that? Yeah, I mean, I listened to TSO.
Okay.
And Kelly Clarkson's Christmas albums a lot during.
Yeah. There's a
Christmas.
Kenny Rogers Dolly Parton one called Christmas Together. My absolute favorite.
Yeah.
I leveled them up at one.
Did I already tell you that I used to, back when the album came out, Kanye West has his 808s and Heartbreaks album, and there's a song on there called Cold as Winter, and I was like, this is my Christmas song now, so I added it to my list, and people were like, that's not a Christmas song, yet the Pentatonics on their Christmas album cover it. So, I was ahead of the curve there.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
There we go. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, last year I played Batman Arkham Origins, which is set before the Arkham games, and it takes place on Christmas Eve.
Oh.
And there's a pretty creepy version. I mean, it's all creepy with Carol of the Bells, but there's a Carol of the Bells version in there that goes with the Joker. So that's pretty good. That's a fun one to play on Christmas.
Okay.
But you don't like those games?
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, man. I've grown accustomed to your taste.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Merry Christmas, everybody. Thanks for sticking around while we chat about movies and other things.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say for the good of the All the Book Show?
No. No.
All right.
I guess,
take us out.
All right. Bye, everybody.